Oh dear, so much for the trying to avoid everything. It's as if they'd done it on purpose. But I kind of suspected it anyway. Because I put in a comment, in the description for a video I did 2 days ago, that this date was going to be the one. Okay, and that was from this video here, published 4th of November. And it was to do with the mini psyop that happened on that firework night, I believe. No, firework weekend that was, wasn't it? The Saturday. But yeah, scrolling down here, because that was a helter-skelter coded. Keep following down all the way to the bottom. Oh, actually, sorry, it's not that video. I thought it was that video. My apologies. Let's go back. I do apologise. I forgot I'd done a video pretty much every day this week. I'm sorry for that as well. It was this video, published 6th of November. And that was to do with the midterms, the prime script. Look at that, all those presidents' birthdays. It was Obama doing the prime script that I decoded in that video. So it makes all 4 of them. But then hopefully people did read this description, because they will know that I've not just obviously added that now, which of course is possible. Anyone could obviously do that just by editing the video and sticking that on there. But I think people know me enough now to realise that would be a very silly thing for anyone to do, certainly for me to do. I'm not in the business of lying. It's not a business, I'm doing this to expose the lies. And there we go, we knew it was going to be an 8/11. It's not a massive psyop, it's not the main big event, we know it isn't. I know that that's not going to happen this year. I'm sure it's going to be next. These are all, though, just leading up to it. Hence the mini-op. And I know, technically speaking, it didn't happen on today's date. Because I believe it was about 22:12 or 20 past 11. I can't remember which one, but it was before midnight in California. California, West Coast, America. There's no other countries after North America, is there, on the west? So every other part of the world is the day after at that point. Even some other parts of America, of course, move into the time zone of the day after. And that's very significant for me. It's that so below as above, crossing over into the next day. And again, there's a reason that was the time for it also. Because you'll notice there that today is the first part where you see the crescent of a new moon. It's the crossing over from the new moon, which was yesterday on the date that it technically happened in the place that it happened, California. It was technically the 7th of November. Everywhere else, practically, for the rest of the world, it was that date. And it had crossed over from the new moon. Okay, so very quickly then. Got the figure of 12, the big time number. These are always timestamp coded incidents for what's going to happen next. It's all about the follow-on, the domino rally. That's what it is, one to the next. And they'll always have time signatures. This one very specific, 12 people. One of them being the police, so it's 11 civilians, isn't it? The 11. That's just a confirmation of the 2-3, pretty much, isn't it? the timestamp there. 11:20. It's another 11:11 really, because 2 is 1 plus 1. It's another 1111 on the time that it happened. Not going to get really too much into all of that. What I am going to just look at is the Gematria for the venue. Borderline, bar and grill is what I'm going to look at in this particular bit of Gematria. So that's what I did. Anyone can do this. Copy and paste. Okay, I'm not going to go into too many ciphers. Reverse ordinal, the very basic, again, just backwards. 367. Following over into the next year, talking about crossing over, that'd be the second day, wouldn't it? 2nd of January. 2nd of January. It's 12. First month, second day. Crossing over into another year, 2 days after 365, yeah? 12 people died. Allegedly. Always allegedly. 367. Let's have a look at the properties. Because it's also a prime. You'll notice there, it's the 73rd prime. So again, basic mathematics, 7 times 3 gets us the 12 again, 21. Backwards. But also the cool thing about 73, it is the 21st prime, as a lot of people will know. So again, it's that 12 backwards on the 21 prime. That's for 73. 367. Reverse ordinal. Incidentally, all those beasts, 3 of them apart from Obama, they're all 73 next year. It's the domino rally, I told you. These are the codes for the next. Reverse full reduce, with the exceptions for any letters that have, any words that have got E or P, they stay as the masters. So again, it's a very significant cipher because it's that 2-2 and the 11. We know there's no P's in this borderline bar and grill, but there is E's. There's a couple of them, isn't there? So it's 2 of the 22s. 2, 2, 2. And in that cipher, it's 169. Okay, so again, time coded, time stamping. That is the master of time squared. Times Square, so it's a New York reference there as well. Master of Times Square. 13 times 13. We're talking about times squared again. 16 times 9 gets us the 144. 16 times 9 is 144. 90 for that bit, yeah. 9 6 is 54. 90 plus 54, 144. Which is 12 times 12. 12 people died, remember. 12 times 12 gets 144, which is 16 times 9. 169 is the master of all of that time squared. 13. Borderline bar and grill. Reverse Baconis. I thought that was very cheeky. It's the reverse of 137, isn't it? 731 there. 137 is the 33rd prime number. Because it's the reverse cipher, reverse it is the 137. And then, again, I said I didn't want to make it too long. Borderline bar and grill. Fake, in my eyes, 100% shooting incident from last night stroke today. Crossover of new moon. Another 1111 link 100 years ago this Sunday in the Jewish Reduced cipher. 559 in Jewish then. Borderline bar and grill. I'm just going to finish it off on that Jewish cipher there. 559. Doesn't look like much there. Most people just see, oh, move along. 13 though, standing out. Master of time. 13 times 43. So let's look at 13 first of all. That's the 6th prime, okay? 13. 43 is the 14th prime. So people might know why I'm getting at that. Because we've got 14th prime with 43, and when we had the 6th, didn't we? That date looked familiar. 14th of June. Trump's birthday. See how that works in that factorisation? 43 and 13. 13 is the 6th prime number. 43 is the 14th. That's June 14. It's Donald Trump's birthday. In the Jewish borderline bar and grill. Certainly came as no surprise. Very much a timestamp again. Ritual of crossing over from new moon to crescent. It was always on the cards this week with the midterms. And I, amongst many others, also had this down. A lot of other channels, I guess, were thinking it was going to be maybe a big one. But no, it's going to be these little ones for the rest of the year. 2019 for me is where, if anything's going to be a big next 9/11, that'll be when it'll be. These are all giving those clues to that. So yeah, thanks so much. Take care, everyone.